Greetings in the name of the Lord. Our verse for today comes from the Gospel according to St. John, chapter 12, verse 24. Truly, truly, I say to you, unless a grain of wheat falls into the earth and dies, it remains alone. But if it dies, it bears much fruit. Dearest friends, our verse is part of Jesus' response to the report of two of his apostles, Philip and Andrew, who brought the report to him that some Greeks wished to see him. In this same chapter, from verse 12 to 16, we see Jesus being led into Jerusalem by some people who were present at the festival of Passover. And then after that come these Greeks who had come for the festival also, and they made this request to Philip: we want to see Jesus. And Philip went to Andrew, and together they went to Jesus. But surprisingly, the response of Jesus seems to be awkward to the request of these Greeks. Jesus said, "The hour has come for the Son of Man to be glorified." And then comes our verse. What do we make out of this? Jesus is in the first place speaking about his death, about what his death will fulfill, will accomplish in his relationship with mankind. Jesus' death will make him available to everyone, to people of all nations. He said, "When I am lifted up from the earth, I will draw all men to myself." But in the second place, Jesus is teaching us something very essential for our existence. Jesus uses things we know, things we can experiment, to teach us about the things we do not see. Here I have cashew nut, and here I have sand. Jesus is saying, if a grain, in this case, this cashew nut, that has so many great potentials in it to grow into a big tree, bear fruit, alone like this can serve nothing. But when this grows, it bears many fruits, and the tree becomes so big that even animals can build their homes on the tree, and the leaves become also medicinal. But if it doesn't get here into the soil and dies, that is, if this nut does not establish a close and strict relationship with this sand, it becomes useless. It does not bear any fruit. So also in our own case, God has hidden many great potentials in us that only when we get ourselves in a close contact with the Lord, only when we bury ourselves in the Lord, that the Lord will now make us grow and bear fruit. Outside that, we just lay waste, and in us die the potentials. Jesus said, as the branch cannot bear fruit by itself unless it abides in the vine, neither can you unless you abide in me. John chapter 15 verse 4. Unless we abide in the Lord. Yes, we want to do many things. We want to establish many things. We want to achieve many things. We have this desire to build, to develop. But it is only God who can make that work in us. No matter how much we try, our fruits will never last, because the one who gives nutrients for us to germinate is the soil. In this case, God. He made us for himself, and only in him are we fruitful. He made us for himself, and only through him can we actually maximize our potentials. Let us go to God. Let us bury ourselves in him. Let us allow ourselves to dwell in God. He will make us grow into a big tree, bearing great fruits for people to give glory to the greatness of our God. Amen.